So guys, this is where I stayed in Malta. It's like an old building. Come with me and let me show you. There's something to discover in the colorful village of Marsaxlokk. After visiting the famous sites of Valletta, Gozo, Medina, and Rabat, you need to dive into the depth of Maltese culture at Marsaxlokk. It's such a beautiful fishing town in southern Malta that's famous for its colorful Luxu boats. Marsaxlokk is a small traditional fishing village in Malta. It has a harbour that is a tourist attraction known for its views, fishing, and history. It's a very small village, so a day should be sufficient in exploring it. You need to gaze at the colorful Luxu boats. This colorful traditional Maltese fishing boat is one of the symbols of Malta, and the painted eye on each side of the prow is an old custom believed to protect the boats from evil. Marsaxlokk is especially known for the many Luxus in its harbor. You might have to visit the Marsaxlokk Parish Church. It's a Roman Catholic parish church and it's pretty close to the seafront. The parish was established at the end of the 19th century in order to minister to the spiritual needs of the fishermen and their families. The village is also known for the Marsaxlokk Market, which is mainly a large fish market which takes place along the seafront on Sundays. I didn't go on a Sunday, so I missed out on that. When in Marsaxlokk, dining at one of the many seafood restaurants that line the harbour is a must. Pick a table on the terrace overlooking the harbour at any of the restaurants and dine on the fresh seafood as you watch the boats come and go. There are also several bars overlooking the harbour. You guys, the boats here are one of a kind. They are definitely perfect for pictures. I bet you don't want to miss it. If you missed out on the previous Malta episodes, do well to catch up. The link to the videos are in the description below. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. You know how much I cherish you, but make sure you click on the subscribe button so you could get more of the global content I bring to your screen. You can also turn on your notifications so as to know when a new video is published. And to my returning viewers, I hope you're loving what you see. By the way, don't forget to like this video and share with those friends. I know you've been planning that group trip for so long, but please allow the trip leave the group chat. So send this video as a reminder to those friends. If you've watched the previous Malta episodes, you'll see how much I explored Malta. Anyways, let me take you through the apartment I stayed while in Malta and Gozo. Yo, I decided to live in the past. This is Fiona's apartment. I booked it on Airbnb. As you can see, it says old houses are full with memories, and that's why they resist to collapse. There we go, and this is the house. This is where I stayed in Malta. It's like an old building. If you really want to see yourself living in the 80s or 70s or something, then this is the right apartment for you. Like, it's really old. Like, everything seems so historical. So guys, come with me and let me show you. The apartment was actually nice. I mean, this house is over 150 years and was mostly occupied by Airbnb visitors. The room I got was on the second floor, I guess, and the environment is actually quiet and peaceful. But there was usually traffic noise very early in the morning. I think it was usually between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. But that's the only time you hear noise. After these hours, everywhere usually become quiet and peaceful. The kitchen and living room is underground and it's all screaming history. It's like you're living in the past. It's like a cave. So basically you come through this entrance and then you have like the underground where the living room and the kitchen is. I'm gonna take you through everything. So let's go down and see. And here is the kitchen, like everything. And the bedroom, the wardrobe, everything is just screaming history. I know how exciting it will be for those of you that are so much into history, and I know how unattractive and scary it will be for you if you're not the type. Yes, I understand. Anyways, there are local shops and bus stops nearby, and it's such a peaceful environment. So let's open and see. Overall, this house puts you in a bygone era that was inspired by the Knights of Malta, and I highly recommend to history lovers. I would say that the most beautiful thing about this apartment for me is the rooftop. It gives an overall view of the area. And regarding the host, Fiona was very kind and prompt in response from booking to checking out. I mean, I reached out to her anytime I needed help, and she was always very kind and quick to respond. The house is roughly 15 to 30 minutes away from the main places like Valletta. Unfortunately, there aren't many restaurant options in this place, but food can be purchased through online apps, which works well. Moving on to explore the sister island of Malta, there comes the apartment I stayed in Gozo. So while in Gozo, I stayed at Katarina's place. This farmhouse is so beautiful and comfortable. You can find this apartment on Airbnb too. The kitchen is well equipped and spacious. I love the fact that the house has a refreshing pool. That was so beautiful. And the room was quite big and offered every essentials you need, like the bathing towels, shampoo, soap, and stuff like that. And if you choose to stay in this house, you get to share the space with the host. She's really friendly and hospitable. And she has a dog which is usually around only when the host is around. Otherwise, you wouldn't find the dog in the apartment. I mean, I didn't get to see the dog during my stay. Although I also didn't get to see the host physically. But we were always communicating virtually and she was always very responsive. It was nice staying at Katarina's place. It's a beautiful home in the gorgeous countryside. Also, the location is great. I mean, in walking distance to the beach of Ramla. It's also very close to a transit stop. I loved using it as a base to explore Gozo, and it felt very safe and private, even with multiple people staying in the house. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Just a reminder for you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so as to know when a new video is published.